You must whip it. Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Sundays. With me tonight is Mr. Commandant.
Good morning.
And Custom Cannon.
Good evening.
How are y'all doing this tonight?
Doing all right.
Does Deadpool have any villains?
Does Deadpool have any villains?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that
Is there any Deadpool specific villains? Like, I remember
that woman with the
T-Bone or whatever back in the day, he was a spellcaster or some shit.
Well, you got that woman he was married to with the sharks with the purple skin. The sharks with legs.
Shikra or whatever?
There you go. Yeah. I think she hates them.
Thanos, I suppose, is his number one villain, right?
Yeah, because Def likes him, like Def Bull better than Thanos.
My Thanos is just sitting over here on his throne.
Thanos.
Looking jovial.
Working on musculature.
I never did print the bottom part of that for myself.
Oh. Why not?
Bottom part of the Thanos throne.
Mm-hmm.
Printed the top part of it. Left it like that.
Maybe that's what you could do this week.
Yeah, I got the filament printer torn apart, so maybe I can get that put back together this week.
I mean, print your Galactus too.
Back up to snuff.
Start printing Galactus as well.
That's like
It's
a
a big kit.
It's a big ask.
Well, it's not for me. It's for him.
He's got a big ask. Some people are them. Some people got them.
I'll just be curious to see how it turns out. So I don't have a filament printer, so I'm not going to attempt that. Well, the resin printer.
I was gonna print it on the resin printer.
Oh, are you?
If I'm gonna print it, that's how I was gonna print it.
Makes me want to try now.
Yeah.
I'll see how it turns out for you first.
Take a while.
Yeah.
I'll probably get like through the head, and then that'll be like so many hours printing stuff.
Yeah, it's like a lot of parts.
Yeah. Maybe I can co-opt the 3D printer that I got at the school and print on two at the same time. And
Ben's in the chat, and AK in the chat.
Cut the print time in half that way.
Because of being asked, did you see the STL file for the Dragonfly? I did not.
The Dragonfly would be not very difficult to make for somebody who is familiar with the programs.
With that stand-up walk-in printer?
I would assume it'd have to be broke up into pieces unless you got something that's really big.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to break it up. What? Just a second. I got kids calling me.
Saying these parts down. Trigger. Oh, it's the guy who actually did the Hasbro one. He's selling the STL files.
Can you do that?
Like, nice. So I assume it was in his contract he can do what he wants to with the files afterwards. it's depending on how your contract's written with the modeling stuff. And your client can own the intellectual property of the model unless otherwise stated.
You would think Hasbro would have intellectual rights on that G.I. Joe stuff.
Yep. So that's what I was going to say. I hope he contract's written where he can do that legally.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Post the link. Did you post the link in the chat? So I can, unless you're, I'll bump up your permissions.
Uh-oh. Hang on,
Okay, I'm back. Oh, sorry about that. What did I miss?
It says the Dragonfly files are from the guy who actually are the actual official Hasbro HasLab files.
Are they?
The artist that did it.
Wonder how he got away with that.
That's what I was wondering, like how his contract was written, where he could sell the files.
Well,
Ben, try posting it again. I made you a moderator, so you should be able to post links now.
Who should? What happened?
Ben. What?
even if your contract not written correctly, you can still sell the stuff. There's just going to be consequences, repercussions.
That's true. That's why I said I hope for his sake he actually owns the files.
I don't know, man. I mean,
even if
you let somebody
just
sculpt something for lore, you just going to let them sell files of it?
What? Okay.
I mean, you know, that's like your intellectual property.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I would make lots of money off of it. I might make like $20.
I saw somebody on Facebook, one of these Facebook groups, was making a 110 scale 89 Batmobile, an actual 110 scale, not McFarlane's. He had the McFarlane one next to it, and it was like a lot bigger, and it had 2 seats in the car.
Yeah.
It was proper proportions.
Yeah. That was the project I've been trying to go back to since 2 months ago.
That's when you were talking about doing like a work on something for yourself. It's like it popped in my head. It's like, oh, I saw somebody working on those Batmobiles. Okay.
Is that his? What's that noise?
He's tapping something. He's trying to get a paint pen work.
Trying to get the paint.
Paint. Trying to paint.
Paint.
Yeah.
Applying these things once you have them all sculpted is kind of painful. Okay.
Baby, I got the paint now.
There it is. So for these are the goes on the knees.
Yeah, I've been really bad at responding to you guys.
What?
Through the various medias. I haven't really been on. I haven't even posted into my Instagram in like 2 weeks. I think since before Legion's Con. It's been a minute.
I had to put this back together. This the blast accessory came with Thalrog. When I was getting out of the packaging, I bought that Thalrog for like an extra one when it's cheap for parts when I made my Guntia. And so I just started to pull this out of the packaging and I wasn't paying attention to it. I thought it was like a softer plastic. No, this is like brittle plastic. I snapped it in two, broke off one of these little blade pieces. So I had like drilled it out, put a styrene rod in so I wouldn't glue it back together. And it's back together now. But yeah, be careful getting this thing out of the packaging because it's very fragile.
Yeah, that thing is hard. You'd think with it being so big, they might have like a solid, like a hard core, but then like the rest of you think they'd make a softer plastic.
They're in like some controversy right now in the electric community. They
it's that Donatello's lab thing.
Yeah, they sent people to, and
that's a big
telling
mistake.
people
I mean,
to send it, and they're like trying to force people to send it back, even though like the law actually is on the customer's side. They can't actually force you to send it back after they send it to you.
Yeah, I mean they can't, but ethically,
legally they can't.
Yeah, ethically as a person, you would, be morally obligated to
do the right thing.
To do the right thing.
Yeah.
Ethically speaking, the right thing would be to send it back to them. Especially, you're going to get like $100 anyway from them.
Yeah.
They know they screwed up, but
yeah,
and you would think
it's kind of bad on all parties involved. They're like trying to threaten people, like blacklist them and all this stuff, and it's the old saying goes, you catch more flies with honey.
Yeah, you would think that individuals who enjoy a company's products would not want to do something that would harm the company.
A lot of people, of course, some people already flipped their extra ones too, so they can't send it back.
Yeah.
Which causes more issues.
Yeah.
Well,
the thing was,
because of being is like saying they should give the customers some kind of incentive to send it back.
Well, they
not
did.
Demand it.
They gave them $100 incentive to send it back.
Oh.
Yeah, they gave them $100 store credit to send them back.
Oh, then you haven't sold it, send it back.
They did a prepaid shipping label, and then $100 store credit if you send it back. As I understand it, I didn't have $400 to order the thing in the first place.
Yeah, I thought it was ridiculously overpriced. So
this is second hand.
I tend not to buy things overpriced.
I mean, I thought it was cool looking, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if I want one of those, I'll just make it because it's cheaper.
Let's look at who just made that Joker. First Joker movie, like talk show set. He made a perfect replica of it. It was like, there's no point paying Todd $250 for it.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I thought it was the.
It looks like the official one.
Yeah.
He did a really good job.
Yeah, I bet I could make a replica of that in a couple of days. Mostly because of the print time it would take.
I don't know. He could have put enough crap in that box to make it worth $250.
Oh, I thought we moved on to talking about Donatello's lab.
What?
I thought we moved back to talking about Donatello's lab.
Who?
Donatello's lab.
Frank.
Instead of the McFarlane shenanigans.
What is the Donatello's lab?
What is Donatello's lab?
Yeah.
That's the NECA thing.
The naked thing.
Oh, the NECA thing? Oh. Where they sent too many things out and...
Some people, they were wanting them back, and some people have already sold the ones that got sent to them.
$299 plus shipping. Yeah, so this wouldn't be that difficult to make. Use some half-inch foam insulation for the walls, and then you can cut all this stuff. Like, you could probably get some PVC pipe fittings for these sewer hole entries. The rest of the stuff could also be made out of like all the lab tables and computers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Could all be made out of that foam insulation using a hot wire knife or hot wire cutter table. The ones that where you're gonna have a little bit more difficult are like this arm back here.
It's loading.
That little arm back there. You need some wire. All right. Yeah, I bet you could find like a PVC. I don't want your advertising. PVC pipe fitting that would make that.
Darth's in the house. Party on, Darth. Yep, mistakes happen. Darth says you should make that McFarlane Joker set. For Micah.
All right, let's see. If I were gonna do this, 3D model the cup and the microphone, as well as the two chairs. 3D model the window frames. Use insulation foam for the desk using a hot wire cutter. 3D model the sign and then the top and bottom of the walls, and print those in sections, and then use crafting stick slats to make the rest of that. Put that together. Is that floor? That floor is not even plastic, it's cardboard. You can see the edge corrugation on it.
That's $250 worth of cardboard, man. That's some high quality cardboard.
And you could, like, if you use actual balsa wood slats, you'd have like an actual genuine wood texture on those paneling.
Hey, there's your gun.
I didn't like that movie though, so I'm not making that set. Some people liked it. I didn't enjoy it.
I never watched it. So. It wasn't the Joker.
Well,
the movie was originally written not to be a Joker movie, and it just got changed in the Joker movie just so it would get funded.
Money grab.
Yeah. So he pitched the movie before without being Joker. We just rewrote it to be Joker, so he could fund the movie. So
I guess Joaquin is a good actor. I don't know. Something about him puts me off.
He was born with a hair lip.
Well, that's not what it is, though. It's something about his personality that's like every time I've seen him interviewed or something like that. There's something just not quite. To me, it seems like there's something that's not quite. I don't trust him.
Right. Jared Leto or him, which is a better Joker? You can only pick two.
I feel like that's one of those things where like people ask you stuff that is ridiculous. Do you want your right foot cut off or your left foot cut off? Well, I don't want either one of my feet cut off. Thank you very much. So, no. I don't like either one of those jokers. Thank you very much.
Aw.
Man, poor Jared Leto.
There's always a third choice. They'll present it to you like you don't have another choice, but there's always another choice. That's a high pressure sales tactic. That's what that is.
Darth said he'd never seen Joker from beginning to end, just parts of it. Never caught my attention. I've never watched it either. The movie always looked meh to me. He also says Joaquin Phoenix is probably off mentally. Yep, and it's not even Joker. He's just another completely different character. Well, it's like this. Like I said, originally the movie was written not to be a Joker movie. He just couldn't get funding for it, so he redressed it and pitched it as a Joker movie, and they funded it.
Type of things usually happen around the holidays. We got a Super Bowl coming up here. Isn't that usually around Thanksgiving?
I don't watch the foosball.
Yeah, I don't watch the foosball. I could not tell you.
Sunday, February 9th. Oh, wow. I was way off.
That's my birthday.
I thought there was football that happened around Thanksgiving.
That's my birthday. There's no football on my birthday. There's no foosball on my birthday. I don't watch that. They better reschedule it. I got another request, like asking them when my commissions are open, would I be able to paint something for them? I was like, Don't do commissions. It's posted everywhere.
Let's see.
February.
28th Thursday football.
February 30th.
Or was it the
Yep,
Giants?
February 30th. Yep,
versus
that's when they open up.
Cowboys?
That's when my commissions open back up. February 30th.
Gotta wait around for it.
Mm. I like it's purple. Just standard testers, acrylic purple. Yep. Oh, by the way, I don't recommend anybody to get carpal tunnel surgery because it did nothing to help the issue I was having, and I have less control over my hand now. So, yeah, sucks. So I told him no to the right hand. Make sure I'm glad I did the left hand first because I'm dominantly right-handed.
Just flat out no, huh?
Yep. Yeah, you screwed up my left hand. You're not going to do it to my right hand.
Is there an alternative?
Nope. Yeah, there's a. Because Ben's talking about there's some kind of maybe there's a type of brace type thing that wouldn't really help me with fine motor control. What I was hoping to get back.
Wrist splint. Corticosteroid injections.
Yeah, those didn't work.
Exercise for stretching. Essential oils. Quackery.
Quackery.
Physical therapy. Medication.
So most of it's just quackery.
Ergonomic modification.
Quackery.
Hey, just do the Frankenstein. Just shock the hell out of it with electrodes every day until it lives. No?
Nah, I think I'll pass on that
I mean, I like it.
I thought it was a great solution to your problem.
I mean, that's what they did in my mind when I start getting out of whack. Mentally, it put me in there and shocked the brain. Health.
So what's for dinner?
And pizza. Went to the grocery store and pizza place was next to it, so I got pizza on the way home.
Yeah, you should never go shopping hungry.
No, I wouldn't. That's what we already agreed to. I was going to get pizza on the way home that we don't have to cook. Put the groceries up. Oh, I need to put the pizza up after the stream.
I did not get dinner made before the stream tonight. So my kids are in there working on it. Still. I told them what they needed to do.
Have you seen that video like where the dude was he was like reading instructions how to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich and he's taking it literally? It's like,
Yeah.
open the jar, put knife in the jar. He just drops it handle first. The little boy's like, you're doing it wrong. It's a nice purple.
I know you said not to buy him, but I bought him.
What'd you buy?
Oh, a little mini prime.
I love
like
him.
You like him?
I love him.
He looks kind of chibi.
Chibi prime.
He's not. He's only got like 2 hollow bits in his legs. Really and truly.
No, that's not what that means.
Chibi.
Chibi's like super.
No, I thought you
deformed.
said cheapy.
No. Like the big-headed people with bodies that are as big as their heads.
Chibi. I painted him.
Yep.
His little lights on the top.
Mm-hmm.
His chest. His legs. His
I just wish
arms.
you'd been in a Voyager class.
I wouldn't have liked him so much.
If he was a Voyager class, he would have been the same size as G1 Optimus Prime. Like the missing link.
So I gotta go put him on, find somewhere to fucking put him on a white shelf.
The white shelf.
There is no room on that thing.
Well, whose fault was that?
Dom's.
I said don't buy them. Then you wouldn't have to worry about it. But you love it, so cool.
I mean, you like it.
I am biased toward like Optimus Prime, like where I have a huge selection to choose from, so it makes me a little more picky.
Hey, I have one Optimus Prime, and I love it.
I now have 3. I have Prime,
Only one I ever buy.
the Ultra Maximus. You
I have
remember that one?
200.
That's a lot.
And now I have this one.
I have 200.
Do you remember Ultra Maximus?
Yes. I have almost every main. Oh, before they start doing the really cheap figures, I have majority of Optimus Primes out there.
I have that one that's like has die-cast metal parts and it's like 21 inches tall. tall it is. The one that's darn near 1/12 scale.
Are you real on the effects of post surgery? Yeah,
Lewin Resources.
I don't have
Yeah, that one.
mobility in my hand like I did beforehand, and that scar tissue is still sore. And one of the things I wanted to fix from the surgery, when you go to sleep with your hands like painful, you go numb, still does it.
Have you asked about transcutaneous electric stimulation?
No, I don't want electric shock. I don't want electric shock.
It doesn't hurt.
It works. Kinda. It worked on my back a little bit.
Yeah, it works.
Have you guys ever forgot what colors you mixed when painting a figure to have maybe put it down for weeks? Well, what I have in the past. So what I do now when I mix paints, I bought a bunch of these bottles. So when I'm mixing certain colors, I just make enough. I mix enough where I have enough for later. It's like a custom mixed flesh tones. This is the blue I mixed up for Skeletor. And I thought about mixing up custom purple, but I didn't want full of it. Just use basic purple. That's fine. Once I do washes and stuff on it, it'll look good. Now I need to paint the hood.
Well, so far so good. Let's keep going.
I'm actually going to I may end up doing, since I'm off this week, finally do the tutorial on like how to do Vulcan butterfly joint mod properly. A lot of people tell you to cut the pegs shorter. Don't do that. Because the pegs are actually part of the structural integrity of the actual joint on Vulcan. On other figures, you could do that, but not on Vulcan. If you do that with Vulcan, the arm is just messed up.
They're really weird sometimes, though. They just randomly broke out into song in the kitchen.
Hey, that's what being a kid is.
Right. As long as they're happy.
Being weird, that's part of being a kid. So
right,
Uncle Buck,
go.
I don't want it. Uncle Buck yelling at that woman with a big mole on her face. I don't want to know it's a little kid. It's not. A daydreamer, a wanderer. Here's a quarter. Go downtown and get wrapped and all that thing off your face.
That was a rough exchange.
I love that movie.
All right. You want me to save these in different files or save them in the same file?
Yes. Different files.
I've done something incorrectly.
Just one thing.
Yeah, I don't know what it
Don't
is
look
though.
back in my life and judge.
But something.
I'm also needing armor up my Mongol mod, needing boots for the Diamond Select Smart Hulk. Well. For that size figure, needing boots. Maybe if you can find it cheap, and I know you're making your own Mongol, but if you're looking for parts, if you can find the McFarlane one on clearance, and just yank the boots off it, because the rest of the figure is terrible, but the boots are still okay.
I'm gonna upload those to the drive.
The thing.
Well, let's just keep going. I'm gonna have to make another one anyway. So,
What you working on?
trench coat.
Trench coat.
Made out of pleather.
Yeah, I got a couple projects I need to work on. I gotta finish that Iron Man armor stand. Because I think there are a couple people around here who need that.
Who likes Iron Man? Is there somebody that likes Iron Man?
I think there's at least 5.
Well, I mean, based on their book sales, I'd say it's about 5. I mean, he is a D tier hero after all.
I think it's hilarious that people were like trying to like shield for Disney. It's like, well, for the movies, Iron Man was a D-lister.
No, I don't think so.
He was always an A-lister in my heart.
The only time the low point is like when they made him a kid. That didn't last long. Like, going back to being regular Tony.
All right, I'll be back after this starts responding. I gotta go help cook for a second. Advise.
So he's got to start being a mommy.
Supervisor role.
The boy should be getting his shower. Let me go slap my fingers in.
One, I got the side tooth in on this side over here. You can see that crease. So I'm mixing up some epoxy to fill it back up, which I need to conform it to fit the head anyway. That'll work.
Are you talking here very loudly because I can hear you all the way up? Mom, don't say that.
She was talking about why are things so weak. She said, why are things so weak?
Boys are you're a girl. Girls are weird. Everybody's weird. Are you getting showered? I'm not really asking.
What?
I'm not really asking.
What?
I am not asking.
What was that thing you said before?
Are you getting showered?
Come on, stick to the.
I'm sure that gets there. You have 10 minutes.
Not my tool.
Boys are weird.
Yes.
The wife is playing with her father on the PlayStation. So I'm not sure that he'd be talking about. I don't know. I went down there. I ain't it. Just don't yell at my wife.
Hasbro Ecto 1 making me nervous. It has totally petered out like 7 days ago and 2,600 short.
What?
Current HasLab on the Ghost Rider, the Ecto. Ecto 1.
All right, I'm back.
Are we worried about the HasLab?
Are we worried about the HasLab?
Sectors
always get funded.
Sectors wanting to get it. It's not meeting goal right now.
Well, it's funded though, right?
No.
Oh. Shit, that's surprising. Maybe it's not going.
That's what he's worried about.
That'd be unfortunate.
It'd be the first, if it don't fund, it'd be the first Ghostbusters one that didn't fund. But the economy is really bad right now, too. People are cutting out luxury stuff. As much as we like toy collecting, it is a luxury.
Yeah, I was talking to the wife last night. I don't think I'm going to be... 2023 and 2024 were huge years for skeletons, man. Huge years. But I don't think 2025 is going to... I'm probably going to have like a grand total of 30 figures bought that next year. As opposed to the... I'm not even sure. I'd have to go count. I got no room on that white shelf, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, the year's about over.
Yeah, I got one more month. Then I can start cleaning it off. Seeing what all is going to be actually integrated into my collection.
Combat Evolved. Oh.
The sleeves went on like magically well. Very little issue.
Sector finally watched Transformers 1. He liked it. It's a good movie.
What were we watching?
Transformers 1.
Oh yeah, I still haven't seen that yet. It's on the to-do list.
Unfortunately, it didn't do really well. It's so much so that Hasbro said they're not going to be co-funding movie projects anymore. So, studio wants to make them
really poorly then.
Yep. So if that's what sucks. It was a good movie, but it performed bad, so they'll never. It may not get a sequel.
I haven't seen it, but it's already out on streaming.
Yes.
So the movie industry is kind of shooting themselves in the foot by having everything go to streaming so quickly after it's been released.
Yes.
Because I can just, instead of going to pay, $20 to go to a movie theater and sit in a movie theater full of people who may or may not decide to be rude that day.
Mm-hmm.
I can just wait a month or two, and then it'll come out on streaming, and I can sit in the comfort of my own living room and watch it on one of the streaming services that I already pay for.
Yep.
For maybe $14 if I pay for it. Like, I don't even pay for. I think it comes out on Paramount Plus, didn't it? I don't even pay for Paramount Plus. I think I get it for free.
Get the Frankenstein pistol from Sector. Thank you, sir.
I have aired.
Well, the crap actually puts out, and they'd be stupid not to get Transformers Part 2. It can't be any worse than anything Zack Snyder makes for them. Yeah, the Snyder stuff is terrible. Sector says that Canon, yes, Paramount Plus has watched it for free. Transformers.
Maybe I'll have it. Maybe I'll get a wild hair and sit down and watch some TV this week.
So,
I wouldn't hold my breath though. I've pretty much canceled all my streaming services that I'm getting charged for.
Super Life said it was just $10 buy on Prime Video, so bought it. Yeah. Cheaper than seeing it in the theater.
Yeah.
Oh, good. It's all done.
So I'm missing something. vital here.
Go on there. Good. To the side.
I mean, the back of it looks good. It looks right.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that looks nice. What are you not liking about it? Well, I think that big flap that sticks out is. I don't think that belongs there.
Well, I mean, that's the liner, right?
Oh.
But
Yes, thank you.
but like all this. What's all this? Why is all this?
I don't know.
Hmm?
Thank you for the bucket of coffee.
I thought for sure that would have been the collar, but it's not. Okay. Okay, I understand now.
That looks good. That looks good.
My kids know me.
Keep you pumped full of coffee and you're happy.
This is the this is the cup of coffee that my kid brought me.
That's a big old cup of coffee.
That's the right size.
Huh.
They look out.
I wonder why you don't sleep at night.
You're supposed to sleep at night. I thought that's when you got stuff done. There's the daytime during which you do the stuff that you don't want to do. And then there's the nighttime when you do the stuff that you didn't get to do because you're doing the stuff that you had to do.
Oh, that's gonna think like a little meme on Instagram. It's like artists during the day, like real tired and droopy, for no reason at 3 a.m. wide awake doing stuff.
That's right. That's been my whole life. My mom used to say when I was a little baby that she would just come in and I'd just be awake in my crib, and that she would worry that there was something wrong with me because I never slept like, her 5 other kids. 4 other kids at the time. And the doctor said, well, he'll sleep when he's tired.
Okay, I got it. I figured it out. I know what I did wrong.
might be one of those people with that gene that allows them to work off less sleep.
It's just the voices on your head telling you that.
No, my ex-wife used to complain about it too. And I used to complain that I felt like she slept all the time, but she always told me I was wrong, that she slept a normal amount.
Sector 2813 says that Ken and I suffer from insomnia. We are speeding towards dementia, lack of sleep.
Yeah, I don't I mean, if I got 4 hours of sleep a night, typically I don't feel any ill effects from it. But if my ex-wife would get 4 hours of sleep, you could not live with that person the next day because she'd be murdering everybody. Cranky. Now, I have gotten to enjoy sleeping a lot more as I got older, but and I take the occasional nap.
I think the back portion is correct.
Substitute your regular coffee with Folgers decaffeinated coffee crystals.
I wasn't feeling tired. I just like coffee.
I just see Cannon going off like Chris Farley and I had. And I was like, let's get.
Yeah.
You
That was
stop.
funny. What is wrong with you? Shut
Yeah,
up.
but shouldn't you be feeling tired?
Should you? No, not at 8 o'clock at night.
How's it been? This is the McFarlane Mongol. I threw some Grundy arms on it, but future project. But these boots
Are made for walking.
Yeah. That too.
There are definitely times in my life when I feel tired. Sometimes it's when I don't want to have to deal with other stuff.
You know, I was just telling Brian, Derek, that I was going to learn something putting this together.
Have you?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's what's important. Every little thing you learn is something you can stick in your toolbox to use later. Yeah, kiddo. Huh? Butter? What are you supposed to do with butter? I gotta go give cooking advice. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
I cooked with butter today.
Do what now?
So I cooked with butter today. Potato soup.
I did not. I'm gonna take this neck piece off, graft it onto this Power Girl torso. Yep. Yeah, I gotta superheat this. Hot water. Hot water. Do. Do. Heating up some water. I'll make a gunslinger one now too.
You mean that guy from that Stephen King book?
What?
You mean that guy from the Stephen King book?
Nah. I just want to make a skeleton gunslinger. Well, skeletons are cool.
Some would say the coolest.
Did you ever get your what's his name from Mexico? The cool looking dude.
Nope.
No.
No ship note, nothing. Nope.
What they waiting on?
I know it's not very disco, is it?
Next thing, they're bad as the neck. What you call it? Mythic Legions.
What can I say? I'm not. Who's that guy that takes the good pictures?
The Amazing.
Yeah, I'm not de-amazing, so they're not inclined to send me mine.
That's not fair.
How deep? Deep enough. Good.
Get the neck out, then you throw it back in the water. So smooth it out.
Ooh. Lay down flat.
All right.
Better than all left, I suppose.
He's gonna be all right.
Gunslinger.
Okay. End of action.
Robo talked about me in his last play day.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
All good, I hope.
Yeah. He didn't mention me. He just talked about me.
I like the people you talked to at Legion.
No, he was talking about he has a cape for Hellstrom coming. He has someone making him a cape for Hellstrom.
Ah.
That would be me. We discussed it at Legion's Con.
Robo's one of the good ones out there.
Yeah, he was super nice. He was super nice to my wife. All that. What more could you ask for?
He seems like a genuinely good person.
Yeah, when he was with talking to me, I almost said when he was with me. When he was talking to me, he was focused and talking to me, even
Mhm.
though he had all these people coming up and everything else. He didn't get distracted.
Cool. Oh, Cipher Laugh, this is a Power Girl torso that from a TCUC figure. I'm actually making it compatible with Marvel Legends parts, but I'm not making a Power Girl. I'm gonna make a different character. It's this torso worked out good for that. I made a Power Girl a while back using a torso I got from dude on Instagram who overcharges for his stuff and not good quality parts. But
Come on. Need a buzz.
I was talking to myself because I was muted. But
You was muted?
yeah, I was muted. My kids have successfully made a garlic cream sauce for the first time, mostly by themselves.
Trying to find that intelligent conversation?
Well, I'm not going to find it here most days. I mean, I was just talking to myself when I thought I was talking to other people.
Talk to yourself because no one else seems interested?
I just thought you guys were being rude.
how rude.
Rude.
It's going to come down more.
Now they're singing the sweater song.
I hope this paperwork wasn't important.
What now? Who? What? When? What?
Do my best Canon impression. Mm-hmm. Oh, am I frozen? No. I'm not. I write bad on it, but not throw it away. How about that?
Throw the paper pieces of paper away with notes on it. What? Who does that?
Pardon me.
Sure.
Is somebody in there?
No, I put my sweater in there because it got food stuff on it.
Can we turn off the light?
Anyway,
How's the food coming?
it's done, and I managed to keep the sauce from breaking by adding stuff. So.
Just adding stuff.
Let's see, rip this and.
Why did you add to it?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Stuff.
Butter.
Okay, that looks good. I think it's the front.
Hey, man.
Okay, so we need to go down here. You cut that out of the front.
Problem with the pleather is it doesn't heal.
Mm-hmm. Less forgiving material.
So if I don't re-hit this seam on the money.
Name of field says hi, everyone. Oh, everybody in the chat, we're talking about since Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Does Deadpool have any villains?
Well, we discussed that too, but we were also talking about doing WIP IT on Wednesday this week. It's a Thursday because of the Turkey Day.
You know, you pop a seam on your clothing and shit just unravels right there on the spot. But sitting here trying to get it to go and it just won't.
good.
Oh. Yeah, I did do that.
Okay. You'd also add some pepper to it. So you could also add some pepper to it. Black pepper, cayenne pepper, big pepper, little pepper,
I'm a
pepper
you're a
that plays
pepper.
on rocks.
You're a pepper, I'm a pepper. We'll be a pepper too. Wasn't it?
Oh.
Oh, I got it.
Especially when you're in hardcore mode.
You guys hear my kids in the background?
Not really.
Okay.
Are they cooking with peppers?
They were. Yeah.
I made potato soup.
I ate potato soup earlier today.
I like potato soup.
Me too.
That's one of the things I miss about Shoney's. They used to always like when they get the bar and get the ton of potato soup.
And last time I was talking about food, and it was either like a pasta salad or some other stuff that I had bought the stuff for to cook. And I was looking at it and I was like, man, I think I'm gonna make that potato soup. And then Sam got in on the discussion, and I told the wife, I was like, well, actually, I was thinking about making the potato soup. She's like, I want the potato soup. It's because my potato soup is good.
Good.
Actually, it's the first time I ever cooked it.
I really like potato leek soup. I don't think I knew what a leek was until I was like in high school.
I take a leak every day.
Well, I didn't take a leek until I was in high school.
It's like a vegetable.
That might be a problem.
I think we're talking about a different kind of leek.
Wasn't it?
I think we're talking about a different kind of leek.
Who? What?
Yeah.
Hey, we don't kink shame around here. If he likes eating those kind of leeks, we let him.
Like I said, I think we're talking about a different kind of leek.
Ruh-roh. I wonder how the boy did on his shower. He hadn't been doing real good on his showers. He got put under review. So he has to get QA QC'd. He's not a fan. Just undoing everything that I've done on this stream.
That's frustrating. I'm sorry.
Well, it's better than having to cut it all out brand new. I'm not sure I would have enough. Arguably my favorite restaurant ever closed. So that hurts.
Yep, I had that happen a couple years ago, but the people own the restaurant are going to be opening up a takeout restaurant for it, supposedly. So I'm hoping that opens soon. So I miss their food. They had the best cheesesteaks and the best Alfredo.
I've never had a good cheesesteak. At this point, I think I just don't like cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't
Looks
know.
good.
They have all these new tools, and I'm not sure that I'm a fan. I downloaded and installed the new version of Blender.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking hand tools or computer tools?
Computer tools.
Need to make the arm sockets a little.
Well,
Oh,
we're just going to throw this away and not think about it no more.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Keep pressing pieces. It's just going to look ugly.
Hello, Luna. Late to the party. Are you adding neck articulation to a Power Girl chest? Having a hard time seeing. Oh, yes. Let me see. Solo. You pull the neck piece off of the Mantis Eternals figure and dremel off the Power Girl neck and dremel out to the shape I need it to install it. And now I have a ball socket on a Power Girl chest, which I've actually modified before to make it work. I'll end up putting an O-ring in here where to snap together properly. Once everything's done, I'll have upper torso that's compatible with Marvel Legends. I haven't glued it together yet. You can still take the chest apart.
Oh, shit. Look at that.
Nope. Let me go off solo.
What are we looking at?
10 out of 10. Oh, no, I just found some scrap.
Hey, I like that mug. Your skull and crossbone mugs.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. It's right up my alley.
Of course I have a skull and crossbones. Man.
Okay.
I've had it for so long that when I bought it, my wife rolled her eyes. She don't roll her eyes anymore.
She just accepts it now.
Yeah, she's accepted it now. I finished the orange cape. So that's in the review.
Stick Life, did I hear someone say they don't like cheesesteak? Collector's Chris, you don't need it. Level of negativity in your life.
No, I've never had a good cheesesteak. I've never had a cheesesteak that I liked.
Yeah.
So at this point in
A lot
time,
of
I'm going to go ahead and say I don't like cheesesteaks.
A lot of them that are made and you go and buy, they're so homogenized. Like everything is so mixed together that it's like eating a ball of mush.
Some people put too much stuff on a cheesesteak too. Cheesesteak's simple. It's meat, cheese, grilled onions, and mayo. That's the way I like mine. I don't like all of extra foo-foo stuff. People put like lettuce, tomato, and all this stuff on. Some of these places like put salad dressing on their cheesesteaks. Like, no, that's not a cheesesteak no more.
The cheesesteaks that I've had are you got your chopped up and cooked steak, your melted cheese, and then you have your caramelized onions and green peppers.
Yeah, green peppers.
And then you salt and pepper it.
Yeah. Hot pepper's not too bad every now and then too.
Like, oh, again with that.
But if they just like, I don't know. I like to be able to taste the components of my food, not just what it tastes like after I chew it up. You know, I've come to the realization that I need a bigger desk.
Too many notes.
I need a bigger desk, a new butt.
Tell me if you got new butt works out for you. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to take my leave. I hear my son. I'm going to have to go contend with that.
All right, man. You take care. You have a good holiday. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Will we see you on Wednesday?
Yeah. Well, I'm the reason we chose Wednesday.
You are.
So you have
the
a
most beautiful among us.
Yeah, if I don't show up, I'm a straight up a-hole.
Yeah, if you don't show up, there's no sexy.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, have a good night. I appreciate it.
You have a good night, sir.
All right. Take care, sir. Like that guy.
Yep. Even though you don't like cheesesteaks.
He probably doesn't have. He said that he probably never had a good one. And if you never had a good one, if all you're getting is mush, then you can understand why he's not a fan.
I have to say, the place that closed down had the best cheesesteaks I've ever eaten in my life. And every one I've eaten ever since has been, they're okay. There's one to go to. They get they're good cheesesteaks, just not great. Place I go to now. So when they announced they're going to do a takeout restaurant, I was like, yes, I missed their cheesesteaks. They had the best Alfredo too.
Yeah.
A lot of Alfredo, it's like too salty. Theirs wasn't. Okay, now.
I don't want to deal with this right now.
That is much better now. Yeah, mayo. So for last night, mayo guy for cheesesteaks. I like meat, cheese, onions, peppers, black olives. If I need a sauce, I do ranch. But if it's cheesy enough, it doesn't need sauce. I'm a no sauce person. For me, it's like it's.
Yeah, it's already. I think it's already saucy enough most of the time.
Yeah.
Like if you do so if you're gonna do caramelized like sweet onions,
Mhm.
and then like those will be kind of mushy, and then you don't overcook your peppers so they still have a little bit of crisp to them, and then salt and pepper is all you need after that, in my opinion. You know, I'm not like a cheesesteak connoisseur. And you have to have some kind of good bun to put it on, because bread makes a huge difference.
Yep.
It can't get soggy while you're eating it. There's nothing grosser than a soggy buns.
That's what she said.
Yeah, soggy buns are gross. Everybody knows it.
Ah.
Sixer says he also loves Jersey Mike's 99. They combined their 2 cheesesteaks, a 44 and a 45. It's not on the menu, but you can order it. Just don't do it. Order 66.
Okay, now. I think Ollie should just go ahead and start putting their Eternals figures for like $1 or $2 a piece, because they're not going to sell them if they don't.
Buy 2, get 2 free for $1.
Yeah.
And then the next step is just throw it out because it's just wasting the shelf.
Well, they're only good for what I'm like doing here. I'm chopping it up for parts.
Yeah. I mean, and they've been, how long has that movie been gone? Those figures have been on the shelf for over a year now, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
Almost. I don't know when the Eternal. Has it been 2 years?
It's been lower now, I think.
Been a long time.
Yep.
I was not a fan of the costumes for that movie anyway.
No,
They struck me as kind of, I don't know, cheap isn't the right word, but like
generic.
low effort.
They were like generic, like, oh, these are like for sci-fi.
Yeah, low hanging fruit.
That works. Now, do I want to incorporate? I've been working on making a ab section. Thinking about cutting down here, putting the socket in, and make a ab piece that can actually move.
How many toys do you think you ordered this year?
Too many. I couldn't say.
I'm gonna have to add it up.
I don't need that kind of negativity in my life.
Don just told me how many he ordered this year, and I don't think I ordered that many. I could be wrong.
That looks pretty good.
Not that I didn't want that many, mind you. but I didn't order that many.
I did recently go through and like start canceling some stuff I'd pre-ordered. It's like, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that.
Yeah.
If it was a couple of years ago, I would have probably pre-ordered that. Head back to HasLab with the Ecto 1 because I love the Ecto 1 car.
Oh,
but
man, I'm so tempted. But it's so expensive.
Yeah, $350 for the, what was it, $325? $325 for the regular one. So it's not terrible. I like that torso piece. That looks good. And I got
Kids are funny.
Sector's like, at CE, damn straight, I have the same motto for tracking purchases. No looking back. Yeah, we don't need that kind of negativity.
I struggle with that. It's starting to look good.
Yeah, good. So when this all goes, it's time to get it together. Won't be able to remove the arms, so it'll be glued together. And then it's when I'll put the O-ring on the bottom. The neck piece is only glued on one side right now. Just drop the.
I think I'm going to finally break down and buy myself a good 3D scanner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think one is finally good enough in a cheap enough price range that I'll feel alright buying it. Do you have a dimension for the little gem things you're thinking about putting in this thing?
Oh yes, I do. I need to measure them though when my calipers are upstairs. It'd be these smallest ones here.
Let me switch over. I can see the smallest ones.
Yeah.
What's that? 3 millimeters.
These are tiny. I'll have to get my calipers and find out exactly what size. I'll do that after the stream. We only got another 8 minutes left on the stream.
I think it's 3 millimeters.
I don't think it's that big.
You don't think it's that big? Let me get out my calipers and look at 3 millimeters. Then I will decide.
Well,
Then I'll decide what the reality of it is. I'll decide.
That's the same. It's the same diameter as this rod here.
Or just a second. Okay, it might be
2.
You think it's the smallest too? I don't think it's the smallest too.
This rod is 2 millimeters diameter. It's the exact same.
All right, well.
Let's see.
I can't see.
Let me go larger view.
I mean, I'm not on the right screen to see anything.
Oh. Here's the 2 millimeter rod.
That's a 2 millimeter rod?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to make a hole for it about 2.5 then.
Well, you just make a flat spot. I'll just glue it to it. That worked out perfect. It's like I had this laying here, and it's the exact same diameter.
Okay. I mean, being 1 millimeter off over a camera.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, dude.
How many miles away are you? Halfway. Being 1 millimeter off from halfway across the country.
Dude, that's impressive.
That's impressive. See, it's just all a matter of how you sell it.
Yeah.
That Canon, he can estimate something within 1 millimeter from halfway across the country.
I used to be pretty good about the guessing sizes. Like when looking at something there, like that's 2 pixels off. Looking at this computer screen.
I mean, if it's something that you do frequently, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And those are just round?
Yes.
Okay.
That's gonna work out really good. I like it.
So you want me to make a square hole here, right?
It goes into the square hole.
It goes into the square hole. Of course, nothing here is to scale, so.
It goes into the square hole.
I don't know why I got such a kick out of that video, but it was funny.
Every time I see it come back up, I sit and watch the whole thing again.
It's just entertaining.
It is. She just does a good job just looking at completely like emotionally distraught.
Yeah. All right. Does that circle look like it's about the size that you're going to want that thing to be on the chest?
Sure.
All right.
Secretary says ball fight steels are still in blank super power size. Excuse me, bucks with fabric cape.
That's cool.
Like the 4-inch super powers or 5-inch, wherever they are.
Yeah, the 5 POA superpowers ones, they're like 5 inches, 4.5 inches tall. Somewhere in that range. Remember, I had a Batman that was a 5 POA figure when I was a kid. I don't know if that was a superpowers figure or not, but was an 89 Batman. Loved that thing.
So work out good. Like that. Debating about taking. I got plenty of these extra torsos. I'm thinking about cutting it and round it off and make a ab section.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I got the legs I've already done. I need to put a ball joint going up and make a like Jajo ab section piece where you got movement at the waist and at the diaphragm.
Mm-hmm.
So you have more range of movement. It's better than that reverse ab crunch they're doing with like their females are doing now. The upside down ab crunch is weird. I don't just do a ball joint at the waist and a ball joint at the top at the diaphragm, and you get the best of both worlds. You get
because a ball joint in that scenario gives you bend and rotation.
exactly. You get tilts from side to side, top and bottom, and rotate, crunch forward, crunch back, and roll all around. You do that on the bottom, and it's like, let's see, where'd you go? So you can actually just put this down here, something like that on here, or this. Ooh, that could work. Do that in, put that in. Snip off the top of that. And glue it in place and epoxy it. Then cut this up in epoxy and boom. I think that answers my question. I'm going to do that.
I just realized I have no skeletons.
What?
I have 0 action figures that are skeleton.
Does Skeletor count?
No. Skeletor's not really a skeleton. He's got a skull face. Just like Ghost Rider isn't really. He's not. I don't think I would count him as a skeleton.
Technically, he is, though.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
under the suit, he's a skeleton.
Yeah. I don't think he qualifies.
Unless it's the weird 1 million BC Ghost Rider, where he's somehow it's just a flaming head and a regular human body or a Neanderthal body, whatever it is.
I had to stand up for a minute because.
Well, I think it's time to call it a night.
My tailbone agrees with you.
Well, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out, hanging out with us tonight, and we will be doing a Thursday show on Wednesday this week because Thursday's Thanksgiving. But anyway, thank you again, Mr. Camden.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
And as always, we'll catch y'all next time.